Welcome to the first lesson of the atomic structure and the periodic table topic. In this topic, the key questions are 1. What are atoms, elements and compounds? 2. What are mixtures? 3. How can components of mixtures be separated? Key terms that you need to be familiar with: atom, element, compound, mixture, distillation, filtration, crystallization, chromatography. In today's lesson, we will talk about the building blocks of chemistry, atoms, their roles in making elements and compounds, and the differences between mixtures and compounds, and also different separation techniques. Let's start with the term atom. Atoms are the smallest parts of elements. The word atom means undividable. Every element is made up of the same type of atoms. Elements are labelled with symbols. There are 118 known elements. For example, hydrogen is labelled with H, oxygen is with O. Compounds contain at least two elements chemically combined, bonded, in fixed proportions. Compounds are formed from elements via chemical reactions. Chemical reactions involve the formation of new substances when energy is exchanged between the chemical system and the surrounding. Compounds can be represented by formulae using the symbols of the atoms from which they were formed. Task. Now please pause the video and use the periodic table below to find the chemical symbols of the following elements: hydrogen, lithium, fluorine, neon, sodium. Hint: each block represents one element. Extension: what compound can hydrogen and oxygen make, and what is its symbol? Now let's discuss your answers. Hydrogen equals H, lithium equals Li, fluorine equals F, neon equals Ne, sodium equals Na. When hydrogen and oxygen are combined chemically, they can form water. The symbol of water is H2O. That means that two H atoms are bonded to one O atom. Water is formed via the following reaction: hydrogen plus oxygen equals water, where the left side of the equation shows the reactants and the right side shows the newly formed products. Now let's talk about mixtures. We have seen that in compounds, the elements are chemically bonded. On the contrary, in mixtures, elements are not bonded chemically. They are only physically mixed together. An example for mixtures is rock salt, that is a combination of sand and rock. Task. Now please pause the video and think about how salt can be separated from sand in rock salt. Hint: salt is soluble in water, sand is not. Extension: what other possibilities exist for separating components? Now let's check if you've got it right. In the first step, the rock salt is dissolved in water. The salt will dissolve and the sand will sediment to the bottom of the container. In the second step, the insoluble sand can be filtered from the clear, salty water. This method is called filtration. The salt can be separated by distillation. Distillation is a technique that allows components with different boiling points to be separated. There are other separation techniques that include chromatography, separation of coloured compounds.